What's up, guys? I'm here with another part of Mouse Hunters, the well-awaited sequel that everyone's been talking about. I'll be playing more Skullgirls here, so you guys can watch that if you feel like it. I'm doing some pretty cool shit you might want to look out for. So basically, just to get right into it this time, the last thing I talked about was when my roommate called me when I was out of town and told me that he caught another mouse, and I kind of explained why he caught it and what the trap was, if you remember, like the intricate spoon and all that. So, let's take it back to that. So this is our second mouse, and I'm out of town. I don't even see it. So my roommates basically set the precedent for what a effective mouse hunter would do, i.e., setting up traps, preparing the mouse, getting ready to get rid of it. So he basically calls me up and says, "I got one, man." And I'm like, "Wow, nice. I think that's cool that we got one, but also that means that, it didn't work. We told that one mouse to go tell his friends that we're nice people, not to bug us because we let him go, but it didn't work at all. So now he's got his boys coming back to try to mess with us, and they're trying to start a mouse turf war. So this is serious business, Can't let this go." So the mouse gets caught. I don't know what he does with it. He probably just throws it in the dumpster, which is what we usually do. And it's not like, oh, we're throwing it away, we're gonna kill it. Like, it's got trash in there. It's got some food. It could be living like a king in the landfill. For all I know. It's just chilling in the dump with its mouse buddies. It's found a whole family, but I don't really think about that. I just try to get it out of my room. Food chain. So basically, this is the second mouse that we've caught, and it was a lot less dramatic than the other few times. So don't worry, the story does get more interesting. The next mouse what happens is me and my roommate are hanging out in the room. We're hanging out, we're just chilling. We're pretty tired, so we're not really thinking straight because it's pretty late. And like we're just hanging out in the living room area of this apartment, watching some TV. My roommate's by the window, I'm by the wall, right adjacent to the window, kind of like, it's hard to explain, but I'm not next to the window is what I'm trying to get at. And my roommate's sitting there in the window, and he's looking at the TV, and then all of a sudden there's like this crash in our trash can. And he just freaks out. Like, he saw exactly what happened. I didn't see anything. I thought he was just messing with me. And he's like, "Dude, I think a frog jumped in the trash can." And I'm like, "There's no frogs here. There's no swamps or anything. Like, where are frogs gonna hang out? Like, what? We're in the middle of the city." And he's like, "No, dude, it cleared like 3 feet with one jump. It jumped from the windowsill like to the trash." I was like, "What the fuck?" Because get this, like, we're on the floor below the lobby, like I said last, episode. But basically, we're in a hilly city, so the other side of the window, one side of the window is we're kind of in the ground. We're on like a hill, the building. And then the other side of our windows, we're like 2 stories up. So either a frog learned how to climb a building 2 stories up and jump in our window, or it was just not a frog. And so we look in the trash can, like, because I'm under the mindset that it's a frog, so I'm getting ready for this thing to jump out the second it sees any trouble above the trash can, like on our faces and shit. I'm not trying to deal with a frog in my face, so I come up with this genius plan, actually genius plan. I don't say that sarcastically, where I get a trash bag, I give my roommate a trash bag, and we're both gonna pounce on the trash can and try to just cover it up, like all the holes, the big hole in the top, just try to cover it up with a trash bag. So the frog, if it jumps into the trash can or into the trash bag, it'll just bounce back down into the trash can. So we're trying to stop it from getting out, and then we're just going to dump the trash can over and then flip it over and make it fall into the bag, zip it up, throw it away. But then we realize when I go over it that it's a mouse, and it's not a frog, it's the mice. See, this is the third mouse scout that's trying to infiltrate our room. It's coming to do some reconnaissance. He thought he could be sneaky and hang out in the trash can, but no, we got him. He can't hang out there. So we do pounce. My roommate ends up being the one to put the bag over the thing, and then I take it and I flip the trash can, put him in the bag, put my bag over to that bag. So now we have 2 layers of bags over this mouse. So basically, he's not getting out, and we're flipping out. We're like, what the hell do we do? We have a live mouse in a trash bag, 2 empty trash bags, so it's not like covered by anything. It could just chew its way out. And so our first genius thought, this is a sarcastic genius thought, is to throw it in our school's trash can, like on our floor, because we all have like floor-specific dumpsters and stuff, but that's not important anyways. I throw it away in there, we take it out there, we throw it in there, and then on the way back, like walking back to our room, I start getting paranoid, and I'm like, wait a minute. What if this mouse gets out and tells its friends? This is what I actually thought, and my roommate went with me on this. What if it tells its friends that, we did this to it, and it like comes back with just an army of mice? It rings the bell, Gondor calls for aid, invade this fucking room. So we don't want to have that. So basically, we're not gonna like, oh, let's kill it, let's silence it. No, we're just saying let's throw it away a little bit farther, so we can kind of guarantee that this thing's gonna get taken like far away as possible. So we're just thinking, okay, we have to make sure this thing does not come back. We have to make sure it doesn't tell his friends. So let's just put it in the dumpster far away from our room and just make sure that this thing does never come back and see us again. And, it gets shipped away. It leads a great life in a landfill, all that. So I am like, okay, I need to step up. It's been my roommate mostly doing all these mouse-related activities. I need to show that I have taken the mantle as mouse hunting apprentice under my roommate, who has all these master plans and is just the master mouse hunter. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the bag. I'm gonna throw the ring into the volcano. No, enough Lord of the Rings shit. So I take the bags full of the mice. First I check because the mouse is kind of rustling around a little bit more than usual. We look in the bags and it's chewed through the first layer of trash bags, so it is now on the outer layer of trash bag, and it's like one layer. It's one layer away from just chewing through and escaping. So I'm like, okay, urgency. I run down the stairs, go out the back door, go to these trash cans that are like outside of the back of our building. And the way these trash cans are, they're like metal trash cans with no movable lids or anything. It's just a square hole. That's all you get to deposit your trash in. So the bags are full of air and a mouse. And so I try to shove the air bags, like the bags full of air, into this like square slot for the trash cans and try to like push it in there, and the bags are too big. So in order to be able to compress the bag to the size that would fit through these square holes in these trash can, I would have to touch the mouse physically with my hands and push it through the hole. And I'm not having that because the mouse is going to bite anything that tries to come at it. I know it because that's what I would do if I was a mouse and in a bag like that. So basically, I'm like, okay, screw this. I'm not taking this bag and risking, getting bitten by a mouse. So I take the bag around the back and just I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it around the back of the whole building and just throw it in one of those dumpsters. There's like this loading station where they load like these industrial trucks full of supplies, I'm guessing for like the rooms, even though we don't have anyone that replaces supplies or anything. So I don't know what they're loading. A little suspicious, but whatever. I run it back to the back where they're loading shit. I throw it in one of those dumpsters. I close the lid. I'm barefoot, by the way. I'm in like pajamas, like just, felt, no, not felt, but just pajama pants and like a t-shirt. And it's like 30 degrees outside because it gets cold out here at night. So I dump it in there, close the lid, run back through a puddle, mind you, because I'm just being stupid right now. I'm just like, I want to get the hell away from this mouse. It almost bit me. I sound like a real pussy right now, but mind you, I'm freaking out. I don't really know what to expect with mice. I'm used to rats where they're just disease-ridden things with gross teeth and they just smell horrible. Anyways, I run it around back through the door. My roommate lets me in the back door. That thing's kind of sketchy, that back door, because it's designed to not let people in because they don't want people letting people in to like steal shit. So you have like 20 seconds to keep that door open or else the alarm goes off in the whole building and everyone rushes down and sees you like two jackasses trying to throw away a bag full of mice. So anyways, that dude lets me in, urgent as fuck. Like we're planning it. We got the steps down. We're just like planning things out. Run back up to the room, sit the fuck down, and I'm like, what the hell was that? That was just like too crazy. That was our third mouse of the whole time. So, that's only 3. There's 5. And yes, I am going to finish this story, this part, because I've planned the audio with the video and it's going to line up. So the last 2 mice actually happened today, or should I say yesterday, because it's past 12, it's the next day, but that's not really how it works for me. I just count it by when I go to sleep. But anyways, earlier this time that I've been awake, I was eating lunch. My roommate's out of town. All these mice, they fucking plan when we're out of town. They come like sneaking into our rooms when they know one of us is gone, the other one's weak. They were trying to target me because they thought I was the weak one because they always see my roommate taking out the mice. So these mice, they're coming in pairs now. They're coming in groups. They're getting smarter. They're developing battle tactics. So the same fridge where we caught the first mice, I go to take out to go buy some stuff, some food. I look behind the fridge kind of because now where it's like a regular thing, you do it, you look behind the fridge. I think I see something. There's no lights back there, so there's no way of seeing if there's actually anything that's there. So it's like I see a dark thing on the ground. It could just be the spoon we set up because we have like a duplicate of the previous trap where there's a spoon on the trap, and I thought it was just a spoon, so I ignore it. It's something kind of strikes me as off. I should have listened to that earlier, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because what happened was when I get back, I look back on the trap after making some food because I'm just bored and I'm waiting for it to cool down, and I look and there's two mice on this trap. They're both struggling to get off, and the spoon's there. They're just like freaking out. And what happens was when I see that, I instantly realized that shit, if I didn't stop and like get the first mouse, I wouldn't have gotten two because the other one probably came and tried to help the other one. I don't know how mice work, but there was only one on there when I checked earlier. So this is like, double jeopardy here. Two mice. Thank you, thank you. Like we're catching both of them now. They can't beat us just because they're in groups. They're trying to outnumber us. It's me against those two mice. So normally that would have been a problem, but they put themselves in a trap. So what I do is I grab the spoon off the fucking trap. I throw it away because I don't want that shit. I'm not gonna eat out that spoon. Then I take the mice, kind of look at them. I'm like, you poor guys. Put them in the bag, the trash bag. Close the bag up, throw it away in the dumpster, same one as last time. And I'm just like, okay, I got that shit over with. Just, wow, big load off. Crazy mice, they're just coming back in force, trying to kill us, do whatever. I don't even know, man. These mice are crazy. If there's any updates, I'll update this series, but that's pretty much as recent as it gets. So thanks for listening, guys. All right, bye.